Hey everybody, welcome back to our Dynamite High Limit Casino Coin Pusher. I'm back at it again today, and we are set up with a little bit of a challenging set. Today we've got a $50 million buy-in, so we've got a huge buy-in. Same amount I had last time, and I didn't do that great. I didn't do awful. I still won, but I didn't get to the goal of the 200 mil that I'm after. So let's see if we can do it today. So there is something new in here you guys see. There's a gold bar. That gold bar is our multiplier. So I don't get to keep it. It just doubles my winnings, which is hopefully going to be more than what a gold bar would be worth. So hopefully we can pull that out and make good for our time. In case you didn't know, these white chips here are $1 million chips, and the blue chips there are $20,000 chips. Woo! Alright, that was cool. So almost always that huge stack in the back falls backwards. Today it literally spewed itself into our playing field, so we should have a pretty good day today. And there we go. Now it fell backwards. And I talked a little too soon. Some of our stacks here are starting to come off the edge, so hopefully you should see some of those dropping out here in a second. Alright, so hopefully everybody had a good New Year's. I'm kind of been focused in this whole 6 minutes I've been playing so far. Really trying to get some stuff moving here. It looks like we got some good traction, and it hasn't even been 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and talk now that I can think straight. Hopefully everybody had a good, safe New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. Enjoyed their week or weekend. A lot of people had those days off. Some people didn't. So sorry for those who didn't. But hopefully everybody was safe nonetheless. Had a good time. Mine was pretty uneventful. I stayed at home with my fiance and my baby, and we didn't even get to watch the ball drop because my TV decided to glitch out. So it was partially my fault. I didn't realize the ball was about to drop, and it was already like 3-2, so I had to try to hurry up and get to it, and yeah, TV froze, so it didn't work. I think I told you guys that in my last story, but last video, but I wanted to talk about it again. The holidays are now over, so hopefully everybody had a really good holidays. It's a weird time of the year for people. For a lot of people, it's a positive, uplifting, happy time, but for a lot of people, it's a sad time too, because they don't have as many people around them to make them feel happy or that joy that they should, or there's somebody that they used to feel that joy for around this time of year that they don't have around anymore, so it's kind of a trigger. So I know the holiday season is a hard time for a lot of people, whether it be good or bad. Regardless, it's hard. Because if it's not hard on you mentally, it's hard on you physically or financially. So now that times are over, we're in New Year, it's 2023. So hopefully everybody, maybe, I don't want to say hopefully, but maybe some of you guys out there have some resolutions. But I don't want anybody to get tied down to a resolution, because that means you gotta, as soon as you give up on that resolution, or you fall through with it, you kind of drop off it and you forget about it for the rest of the year. So by February or March, you're no longer working on your resolutions. So I want to know, what are some of these things you guys want to improve? Again, I'm not going to call them resolutions, because I don't want you guys to. I want you guys to call them, I want you guys to just better yourselves every year, and stop calling them resolutions. Find something you can change about yourself every year and work on it. You don't have to, completely change who you are as a person, but if there's something you don't like, try to change it. Some people out there have a problem with spending, where they spend too much money. So just if you have that issue, start whatever you're spending, wherever you're spending your money, stop, or find a way to stop it. So if you're shopping on Amazon and you're spending too much money on Amazon, uninstall the app, guys. You do not need Amazon on your phone. Delete it off your phone. You can still go to your computer or to the web browser on your phone and get to it if you need to, but uninstall it, make your life a little easier. Maybe it'll take that temptation away. Some people are trying to smoke. I know a lot of people out there. Some people are close to home. Not in my actual home, guys. Just people close to my family and friends. I do know some people who have struggled with giving up smoking, and it's not something that it's easy to quit, but it's something that you can rely on your family for. So whatever you're trying to work on, rely on your friends and family. If you don't have friends and family to rely on, you really you gotta grind yourself out. Find some friends. That should be your resolution. Get some friends, get some people you're close to that can hold you accountable, to help better yourself. And plus, nobody wants to be alone. I mean, I know there's lots of loners out there, but everybody needs somebody, rather it be a cat, a dog, or a human. I know before my fiance came along, my dog learned more secrets than I would have told to any human being, even my fiance. So if my dog ever got the ability to speak, I don't think I'd want him out in public, because he'd probably be rambling off too many things that I don't want rambled off. But think about that, guys, going from topic to topic. This is a kind of off-the-wall topic, but kind of funny and put in your mind, I guess. Imagine all the things that your animals know about you. They watch you do. They see they see or hear you say. Think about all those things, your cat, your dog, when you're home alone, you're talking about this, you're talking about that, you're on the phone with this person, you're on the phone with that person, your dog and your cat, your animals, your pets, they're there, they're listening. What if they got the ability to talk and, out you? It's scary, but I also like to think that the idea of an animal speaking would be terrifying, because the amount of times I talk to my dog and I would never expect a response. If I got a response, I'd probably crap myself. They call dogs man's best friend, and I think that's why, because really, who else do they spill their secrets to besides your significant others? So everyone, a lot of guys have best friends, but I hate to say it, guys aren't really in touch with their feelings. They're not talking to their buddies about how they're feeling. But they may go home and cry to their dog if nobody's watching. So, almost out of the cores I brought with me, so I'll have to cash into my winnings here in a second. So dip in, not cash in, because I'm not cashing out yet. see what that can do. I'm going to go ahead and pause, get some more cores, and I'll be right back to keep going, and hopefully we can win a whole bunch more money. So don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back, and we got a little more than 10 minutes left. A slew of quarters to keep us going. So really our point here is to make sure we get the multiplier out, which I'm not really sure where it is anymore. Probably in this mess here. And then we got to get as many white chips out as we can, because we got to have at least 50 of those to get our volume back. So I figured I'll tell you guys a story I had over the holidays. So I actually went to Sheetz on, I think it was Christmas Eve. Can't remember if it was Christmas or Christmas Eve. But it was one of those days that, you know, everybody else in town, everywhere was closed. There wasn't anywhere you could go get fast food. There was no grocery stores open, no one. Sheetz was the only one open. So naturally, everybody and their mother, brother, and sister showed up and was trying to get food or their drinks or whatever. So if you ordered food from Sheetz, it was taking an hour to make. And that's for like small stuff that they take 10 to 15 minutes to make because they were so backed up and they didn't have the employees. It was Christmas. I mean, what do you expect? So actually, when I went to the register, I didn't get any food. I was just getting a drink. I walked in. I felt bad enough going in the first place. So I got myself a bottle of, I want to say I was just getting tea or something. But I ended up tipping the cashier because first of all, I was the only one in line at first. And then I got there in like probably 5 minutes. There was eight to nine people stacked up behind me. And there was nobody at the registers. Nobody was running the registers because they were all making food. So one of the girls came running out, apologized, jumped on both registers herself, rang two people out, me and the person behind me, both at the same time. The other guy was pretty rude and crappy, so I gave her a $10 tip. So, and she was like, "Whoa, wait, are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, you guys you did a great job. You guys are having a heck of a day. So here you go." I encourage you guys, try to do the same. I mean, you don't have to do that much. You don't have to do even money. You can just give them food or something, but something to make them feel better, make their day better. Especially on a day like that. I mean, I'm very adamant on not going anywhere on Christmas as far as public places like that, but or businesses. But I mean, they are open for a reason. The day is going to go much slower if they don't have customers, and dropping everything here now. The day will go so much slower if they don't have any customers, and as long as you go in with a nice, positive, happy energy about you, you're not going to make anybody's days worse. Just showing up and going in and giving them your business. I will say it's ridiculous that anybody is even open on Christmas, but that's business models that their own business models they want to follow. They can make a lot of money on Christmas because nobody else is open. So I'm sure Sheetz made a lot of money on that day. Probably enough to pay for everybody's wages and then some. But it just doesn't seem very nice to me as it would be as an employee to have to work on Christmas Day like that. But some of those kids are college kids. And they're not going home for Christmas. So some of them are they'd rather be at work making money than sitting home doing nothing. Being sad that they're not at home with their family. I also think people are surprised when they see someone of my age. I'm not very old. I'm not even 30 yet. But I think they're surprised when they see me do stuff like that. Giving bigger tips, paying for the guy behind me, whatever, just because they don't expect to see that out of young people that much, just because young people aren't, they're not as kind as the older folk that might be willing to pay for the young lady's drink behind him, rather than the younger generations who's they want to keep all their money for themselves, besides what they're blowing on Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks. Alright, almost out of time here. I only got about 2 minutes left, so let's see if we can make this a good 2 minutes. Try to push a lot of these white chips off. I have not seen the multiplier drop yet, so hopefully that isn't a problem today. I would love to get that multiplier out, but without it, I don't think I'll be hitting my 200 million. So I'm relying on the multiplier to get us up to that 200 million pretty much. At least today, I didn't see enough chips in there to get there without it. right, that's all the quarters I got and all the time I got. So let's go ahead, see if that can give me anything real quick. Doesn't look like it. No, not gonna happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and count out my winnings. I'll be right back with a total for you guys, so don't go anywhere. Keep your fingers crossed and hope I can win a whole bunch of money today. Alright guys, so here's my total. I'll add it up for you. Let's work from my left to the right, highest to lowest. 10, 20, 30, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 47 million. 47,500,000. 48 million. 1, 2, 3. So that's 60. There's 50 there, so that's 110, and there's another 100 there, so 210,000 there, so that's 48,210,000. 1, 2, so that's 230, so that takes us up to 440,000. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,000, that takes us up to 510,000. Another 20,000 here, so that takes us up to 530,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 there, so 538,000. 48 million. So you without my multiplier, it's a total of 48,538,000. But we did get the gold bar, so it looks like it's a 1 ounce fine gold bar, and that's my multiplier. So it doubles everything I won. So I trade this in, and it takes me all the way up from 48,538,000 to 97,076,000. Really good day today. So I'm pretty excited about that. And hopefully, I mean, definitely not nearly as good as I did yet last time, though. Last time I did about 160 mil, so a little backwards, but at least I still made profit about a 47 mil, and I can take that and put it towards the next gameplay where hopefully I can win 200 million out of here. Again, that's what I'm playing for, is trying to get 200 million out of one of these machines. I'm just going to keep coming back until I get it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you drop a comment down below. Give me something to talk about. I love to hear what you guys want me to talk about, and I love to talk about something you guys actually want to hear. So, look forward to seeing your comments, and we'll see you same time, same place for another one of these videos next time. Thanks!